2014 is the last time the SEC championship didn't feature either Alabama or Georgia. Well, here in 2025, we get both of them yet again as the Crimson Tide take the field looking to take on the Georgia Bulldogs on the other side. We welcome you to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta for the SEC championship game. Georgia, Alabama. Doesn't get any better than this. It's always fireworks and entertainment in this matchup. A trip to the college football playoff potentially on the line for the Alabama Crimson Tide. A win will more than likely get them in, but they got to get it done here today. They did get it done earlier in the season in Athens, where they defeated Georgia for the first home loss for the Bulldogs in a long time. We are set for the SEC championship, and away we go from Atlanta. From inside the 5-yard line, Georgia will start with the football, and they'll start just across the 20-yard line. Gunnar Stockton leading the offense out there. As we take a look at our quarterback face-off today, Ty Simpson, Gunnar Stockton, both juniors, coming in for the Bulldogs and the Crimson Tide. First down at the 20-yard line for Georgia to start. And they started off with an RPO throw to the outside. Zachariah Branch, the speedster, gets a first down and across the 35, and a good start for the Georgia offense. This is going to be a game won in the trenches for whichever team comes out on top. Georgia a little banged up front. Drew Bobo, their center, is out. And the true freshman Malachi Tolliver comes in at center. Keep your eye on him in the middle of that offensive line. Stockton to the outside, has his man. That's Delp, the tight end. And back-to-back first downs for Georgia to start the game through the air from Gunnar Stockton. Or excuse me, that's Lawson Lucky, the other tight end who makes the catch for the first down. First down at the 47-yard line. And they hand it off to Frazier, and he gets demolished in the backfield. Loss of 2 on first down brings up second down. Good play up front by that Alabama defensive line. Second and 12 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Stockton dumps it off underneath. This is Frazier with room to run. And Frazier's got a first down as he takes it into Alabama territory near the 40. And a good-looking opening drive here for the Bulldogs to start this game. Good protection up front. We mentioned no Drew Bobo in there in the middle. And Malachi Tolliver starting this game good at center so far. First down at the 40-yard line. It's Frazier, and he drives his way forward a couple yards on the carry before he's tackled down by Jeremiah Beeman, and it'll be second down and 8. Opening drive continues here for Georgia. Second down at the 38-yard line. Stockton under pressure. He gets rid of it and dumps it off to McCree, and he gets close to a first down. Stockton got popped as he gets it off to Josh McCray, and it's third down and short on the way for the Bulldogs. Third down and short. Josh McCray stays in at running back for Georgia. Quarterback sneak and a first down, working it behind his center. Malachi Tolliver leading the way, the true freshman in there. And a first down to the 29-yard line. Georgia keeps the drive alive. First down at the 29. They hand it off right side. Frazier drives his way up across to the 25-yard line, tackled down right there at the 25, Nakai Hill-Green on the tackle. Good looking opening drive here for the Georgia offense. Over 5 minutes gone by on this Bulldog opening possession. Fake it to Frazier this time. Stockton lets it fly, and it was a duck that goes incomplete. 3rd down and 6 on the way now here for Georgia. Empty backfield now for Stockton, and here comes the crowd here in Atlanta. Stockton on 3rd down, fires down the seam. Good catch inside the 10. Dylan Bell to the 1-yard line, and it's 1st and goal. A strike from Gunnar Stockton, and he hits Dylan Bell, and they are inches away on their opening drive. Good protection up front by that offensive line, and he's able to hit Bell for a 1st down and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Give it to Frazier, and he walks in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. An opening drive march by Georgia. And what a start to this SEC championship game. Almost 6 minutes gone by. And the Georgia fans here in Atlanta, alive and well early. Extra point up and through, 7-zip. How about an 11-play drive to start the game, almost 6 minutes off the clock. And Georgia with an early start here against the Crimson Tide. Inside the 5-yard line, the return is met shy of the 20-yard line. So now here comes this Alabama offense out on the field to face this Georgia defense. Ty Simpson against Dalen Everett, our matchup to watch on the outside. This is an Alabama offense that has struggled. They're missing some key players. They've struggled on the ground, especially this year. And now they're without Jam Miller, their starting running back. They give it to Richard Young, who gets the start today. Jam Miller is out with that ankle injury. Ended that game against Auburn in the Iron Bowl on crutches. And Richard Young gains 2 to start. They're also without their star tight end, Josh Cuevas. Danny Lewis and Brody Dalton will slide into that role to try to make up for his absence. Empty backfield here for Ty Simpson on 2nd down. Play clock winding down. Just to snap it. Quick throw is hauled in on a good catch. Laser beam to Isaiah Horton, and now 3rd down and 2 on the way for Alabama. Looking to avoid going 3 and out to start this game. Third down and 2 on this opening drive for the Crimson Tide. Here's a little screen to the outside, and that's going to go for a 1st down to Isaiah Horton. His 2nd catch in as many plays, and a 1st down for Alabama. Halfway through this opening quarter. Going to come down to the red zone football, the trenches in the middle. Let's see who can force turnovers on defense. 1st down at the 31-yard line. Simpson, pass is caught. Minimal pickup there to Richard Young, and a pickup of 4 on 1st down. Ball at the 34-yard line, 2nd and 6. Here's a little RPO dump off. Horton again hits the sideline. And Horton takes it into Georgia territory before he's knocked down. 3 catches on this opening drive for him, and a 1st down for Alabama. 21-yard little dump off, and he got around the edge. C.J. Allen, the linebacker, was the closest guy to him when he caught the pass. And now Alabama looking to respond to the Georgia touchdown drive with one of their own. First down at the Georgia 45-yard line. Extra man on the blitz. A quick throw is hauled in. Jeremy Bernard takes it inside the 40. And a pickup of 7 yards on first down, just methodically marching the field, Alabama. And Ty Simpson's getting rid of the ball. This is a Georgia pass rush that has not gotten home as much as history has shown that they have been able to. Not very good at rushing the passer this year. 2nd and 3, play fake and a deep drop for Simpson, who steps up, fires downfield into traffic and incomplete. Good coverage downfield. Ja'Cory Thomas nearly had an interception. And 3rd down and 3. Third and 3 as the opening drive for Alabama continues. Extra man comes late, and a pass down the seam is hauled in. First down, Alabama to the 16, and into the red zone they go. And a beautiful throw there by Simpson, and the good protection up front by that Crimson Tide offensive line. First down at the 16. Swing it out. Horton brought down after a few yards, just shy of the 10-yard line. Pick up a 4 on the 4th catch of this opening drive for Isaiah Horton already. And now they empty the backfield. Extra man on the blitz. Simpson fires. Pass caught. Touchdown. Richard Young, who gets the start today for the injured Jam Miller. And we're an extra point away from being tied. Beautiful drive executed by Ty Simpson and the Alabama offense. And both of these teams go down and score touchdowns on their opening drives. 3:44 to go in the opening quarter, and we're off to a good start. Connor Tulty to add the extra point, and we're tied at 7. So the Georgia 11-play drive responded to by Alabama with a 10-play drive. Both go down and score touchdowns to start this SEC championship. From the goal line, the return by Zachariah Branch takes it to the 19, and that's where Georgia will set up shop. Long 11-play opening drive, their first time, resulted in a touchdown. Now tied at 7 to start drive number 2. And Stockton off his back foot fires to the outside, and it's incomplete off the hands of Zachariah Branch, and it's 2nd down. Second down at the 19, down the seam, and he's got a man. Pass is caught by Noah Thomas, and he takes it inside the 40. And both of these quarterbacks starting it off strong here this afternoon. Emptying the backfield once again, Georgia, first down at the 42. Here's Branch in the open space. He's got speed, and Alabama closes on him fairly quickly, and he's brought down by Damani Jackson after a 6-yard pickup, and Branch is a little slow to get up. Noah Thomas out in front blocking for him, and it's 2nd down at the 48. Simpson again down the seam, and he's got another connection. Stalked into the 35-yard line, and he hits Jacoby White-Helton for a first down. And here come the Bulldogs again into Alabama territory. First down at the 36. Bootleg out to the right, and that's blown up. Delp makes the catch, but a good play defensively by Alabama, and it's second down. Here is Frazier running to the right side, and he gets dragged to the ground by a couple Alabama defenders there. LT Overton was there for the tackle, and now third down and 8. Need to get to the Alabama 26-yard line to keep the drive alive on third down and 8. Four-man rush down the seam. He's got him, but he missed him. Incomplete. He was going for Branch, who was running free, and it's fourth down. But now they're going to bring in Peyton Woodring to try to give Georgia the lead here in the final moments of the first quarter. From the right hash, Woodring knocks it through. And Georgia takes the lead back, 10-7 now our score with 23 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Alabama will start at the 20-yard line. 3-point Georgia lead. Second drive about to commence here for the Crimson Tide with 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Simpson has good protection, swings it out to the outside, and Gray Washington, the other running back, coming in with the absence of Jam Miller, picks up 7 yards, and that'll take us down to the end of the opening quarter. Entertaining start to this SEC championship game. 10-7. Georgia has the lead here in Atlanta. Starting the second quarter at the 27-yard line, 2nd and 3 for Alabama, and they hand it off running to the right side with Richard Young, and he gets just shy of the first down, and it'll be third down and inches here for Alabama. Third and inches, let's see if we sneak it here. We do, and pick it up. Ty Simpson with a first down on a quarterback sneak keeps the drive alive. First down at the 30. Here's Young running right side, finds the hole, there goes Young, bursted into the clear. Richard Young dragged down inside the 30-yard line, and a big run for Alabama, flipping the field right there. Terrell Foster, the touchdown saving tackle, but Richard Young bursts through virtually untouched. He was untouched all the way down before he got tackled down inside the 30. 41-yard gain. An Alabama team that has struggled to run the football this season with a burst there. First down to the 29. Delayed give, Young again. And this time he gets bottled up right across the line of scrimmage. Chris Cole in there defensively. And it's 2nd and 9 here for Alabama. Second and 9 at the 27-yard line. Here's Simpson keeping it, and he gets demolished right up the line of scrimmage. Ja'Cory Thomas there for the tackle, and now third down on the way for Alabama. They need to get to the 19 on 3rd down and 9. Extra man on the blitz. Simpson stands in, hit as he throws. It's caught but short of the 1st down by Jeremy Bernard. So the ball moves up to the 23-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 5. And decision time here for the Crimson Tide. And they are going to go for the tie in the field goal. Connor Talty to try to even us up at 10. Good snap, good hold. Talty is good, and we're tied at 10. So both teams matching each other. Georgia touchdown, Alabama touchdown. Georgia field goal, Alabama field goal, and we're tied at 10 with 11:39 to go in the second. Zachariah Branch with good coverage by Alabama, wrapped up shy of the 15. And Georgia will start at the 12-yard line. 1st down handoff, Frazier up the middle. Good hole for Frazier. And a 1st down run up to the 25. "13-yard carry for Frazier up the middle. And a good start to the drive for the Bulldogs. 1st down. Frazier again, cuts it back, and there he goes again. Frazier into the secondary, drugged down after another 13-yard pickup. Frazier off to a good start in this game. 1st down at the 38-yard line. A couple chunk plays there for Georgia. Play action this time. Stockton looking, firing downfield, and he's got an open Delp. Goes up to get it and gets knocked out of bounds near the 35. And Georgia, after just 3 plays from starting at their own 12-yard line, takes it to the Alabama side of the field. First down at the 34-yard line. Stockton sets up a screen for Frazier, trying to get going, and he can't really get a whole lot of room, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And we have an injured Bulldog. It's Micah Morris, the left guard. Second and 10, Frazier. Brought down. Maybe a yard on 2nd down. Brings up 3rd down and 9 here for Georgia. Third and 9 at the 33-yard line. Stockton with an extra man coming, taking a shot to the end zone. Oh, and it's broken up. Damani Jackson able to get a hand on it as he was going towards the end zone, and it's 4th down. So now Peyton Woodring on for his second field goal try. Right in the middle of the field, Woodring knocks it through again. And Georgia retakes the lead, 13-10. First down at the 25-yard line, started the drive for Simpson and company. And they started off on the ground with Young. And he gets drugged down after a couple of yards there. And it'll be 2nd down. These two teams played earlier in the season, way back in September the 27th, in a game where Georgia lost. They led throughout the entire game. Georgia did not get the win there at home as he swings it out to Young, and he's got a first down across the 35-yard line. 24-21 was the final score. Alabama won that one in Athens. Young again brought down, and it'll be second down. That win by Alabama earlier in the year snapped a 33-game home winning streak for Georgia. Seems like these two teams play in the SEC championship pretty much every year. You have to go back to 2014. That was the last time neither the Georgia Bulldogs or the Alabama Crimson Tide played in the SEC championship game. As this one is to the outside, caught for the 45-yard line, setting up a third down and 2. Danny Lewis, the tight end, makes the catch there. That SEC championship game back in 2014 was Missouri against Auburn, and Auburn won a shootout 59-42. Here's a little floater to the outside, caught, big hit, and he's short of the first down. It's Ryan Williams who makes his first catch in 2 games. He wasn't even targeted in the Iron Bowl against Auburn, and he gets hit and dropped shy of the first down. And they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. They go shotgun here on 4th and inches. They're going to throw it. The extra man coming, and he converts. Isaiah Horton, his 5th catch already, and a first down for Alabama. Gutsy play call on 4th and inches. Ty Simpson had C.J. Allen coming right at him up the middle, and he gets rid of it to convert. First down to the 41-yard line. 4-man rush. Simpson underneath. It's dropped. Danny Lewis couldn't bring it in, and he had open space. He's the guy that moves into the starting role for the injured Josh Cuevas. And it shows an impact right there on not a perfect throw from Simpson, but a ball that should have been caught. Second down at the 41-yard line. Simpson stands in, pocket breaking down, and he throws it out of bounds. Third down coming up. Third down and 10 from the 41. Empty backfield here for Simpson. Extra man comes, and he's dumped in the backfield. Right up the gut comes Raylan Wilson, and he sacks him back at midfield, bringing up 4th. A Bulldogs team that has struggled with pass rushing in this season brought the house that time, and Raylan Wilson gets home for the sack. So Alabama on to punt it away for the first time in this game. Blake Dowd sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken in at the 18-yard line by Zachariah Branch. And here comes Georgia. First down at the 18-yard line, up by 3. Play action, Stockton fires into traffic, and it's nearly picked off. Incomplete, second down. Second down at the 18. Stockton sets up a screen for Frazier, who gets blown up. Big hit in the backfield by Deontay Lawson, and now third down and long. 3rd and 13 at the 14. Just a 3-man rush this time. Stockton has all day to the sideline, up to get it, and making the catch is Zachariah Branch. And a first down to the 30. Stockton had all the time in the world, and a strong catch up in the air by Branch to move the chains. First down at the 29. Fake it to Frazier. Stockton to the near side. Wide open is Dylan Bell. In open space, and Dylan Bell takes it inside the 45. Another first down for Georgia as they move it towards midfield again. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Trips receivers to the right side on first down with 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Extra man comes, he swings it out to Bell, trying to find some space, and he gets swarmed. No gain on the play. Tackle made by Damani Jackson, and that might take us down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in the first half. 13-10. Georgia with the lead and the football right around midfield. Second and 10 for Georgia on the opposite side of the 2-minute warning. Trying to add on to their lead before halftime. He gives it to Frazier, finds a hole. And Frazier up the middle, drives himself inside the 40. Into Alabama territory come the Bulldogs again with 1:55 to go and still all 3 timeouts. First down at the 37-yard line. Fake it to Frazier this time. Stockton floats it up, hits his man around the edge, and breaking tackles to the 20-yard line comes Zachariah Branch. Just a little float job by Stockton, getting his guy in open space, just threw it up. Let his guy have a shot at it. And with 90 seconds and counting in this first half, Georgia on the move. Here's Frazier. Tried to cut it back, and he drives his way forward through Deontay Lawson. And a pickup of 2 with 1 minute to go. Still all 3 timeouts for the Bulldogs, hanging on to them at the moment, letting the clock wind. Alabama does start the second half with the football, and now we're going to get a timeout from Georgia with 50 seconds left. Second down and 8. Stockton standing in, looking around. Stockton floats it. Caught! Thomas to the goal line. There is a flag in the backfield. Ernest Green, the guilty party. They did mark Thomas short of the end zone, but it doesn't matter. Second and 18, 43 seconds to go. Give it to Frazier with a big hole to the right, and Frazier takes it inside the 20. Third down and 6 on the way, and we have an injured Justin Jefferson on the field for Alabama. Big play for the Alabama defense here to try to hold them to 3. Third down and 6. Pump fake by Stockton. Flag flies in. Stockton floats it. End zone. Jump ball. Caught by Delp for the touchdown. But we'll check the penalty. And this one's coming back. That is the second potential Georgia touchdown on this drive erased via the penalty. And now third down and 16. 3-man rush by Alabama. Stockton standing in. Stockton is all day. Fires downfield and incomplete. Another flag flies in. Another hold on Georgia, but this one should be declined. And it is 4th down. So the field goal unit comes out for Georgia. Penalties killed that drive, but now Woodring on to try to make it a 6-point game. And Woodring connects for the 3rd time in this game. 16-10. The Georgia lead. With 22 seconds to go before halftime, Alabama does start the 3rd quarter with the football. So 1 touchdown and 3 field goals for Georgia. And now here comes Alabama, looking for a good return, and it comes out across the 20-yard line. So we'll see what Alabama wants to do here with 19 seconds to go in the first half. They have 2 timeouts. And they hand it off. Richard Young picks himself inside the 25-yard line, gain of 5, and it looks like they're going to be content with taking it to the locker room where we are now. 16-10, Georgia with the lead as we hit halftime in this SEC championship game from Atlanta, Georgia. Start of the second half in the SEC championship game. Georgia with a 6-point lead, and Alabama will start with the football, and away we go for the second half. From the goal line, he's going to bring it. Makes one man miss and gets brought down at the 15. So Alabama will start just across the 15-yard line at the 16, trailing by 6 to start the second half. And here's a screen to the outside. Jeremy Bernard hits the sideline, and Bernard still going. It takes it inside the 40. Big play to start the second half for Alabama as Jeremy Bernard nearly broke it down the sideline. Just a simple screen pass. And Jeremy Bernard did the rest. First down to the 43-yard line. Simpson to throw. Another quick one is tipped around and caught. Alabama came up with that football in dangerous territory, got deflected around a couple times, and a 2-yard pickup is the result. Second down and 8, Simpson to throw again, fires over the middle and connects to Horton for a first down to the 40. Taking it into Georgia territory to start the second half. Ty Simpson trying to put this Alabama offense on his back. First down at the 41-yard line. Here's Simpson keeping it, running to the left. Tried to get a block out in front from Caden Proctor, but he couldn't get it, and it's a pickup of 2. Second and 8 at the 38-yard line. Play action and a dump off. Here is the tight end Lewis, and he's got a first down to the 30. Drugged down by KJ Bolden, but a first down for the Crimson Tide. And they're in field goal range now, trailing by 6. First down at the 30-yard line. Simpson to throw. Fires down the seam. He's got Horton inside the 10, and it's first and goal. Ty Simpson now at 200 yards through the air, and he is marching the field right now. And look at that protection up front. First and goal at the 7-yard line. Play action, Simpson sets up deep in the pocket. Simpson on the run, fires, and it's caught for the touchdown. Josh Cuevas. And we're tied at 16. Beautiful throw by Simpson on the run. A guy who has struggled this season when under pressure. And Alabama now an extra point away from taking their first lead of the game. And it's up and through. Crimson Tide lead by 1. 17-16 on a 7-play, 84-yard drive to start the second half. From the end zone, he's going to bring it out and shy the 15-yard line. So here comes this Georgia offense back out there. 1 touchdown, 3 field goals in this one. First down at the 15 underneath Dylan Bell. And he gains 9 yards. So the story of that first half for Georgia, they couldn't finish drives. They got down there on their very first drive of the game, scored a touchdown. They've had to settle for field goals since. That was the concern coming out of that Georgia Tech game, in which Georgia kept having to settle for field goals rather than going down and finishing the drives with touchdowns. And now they trail by 1 here in this SEC championship. Here's Frazier with a spin move, and he gets knocked down. But a first down run, Xavier Brown on the tackle to the 30. First down at the 29-yard line. Stockton pressured, and he spikes it into the turf. Didn't even have a chance to get the screen off, and it's second down. And that pressure came up right up the middle. Remember, their starting center, Drew Bobo, is out. So the true freshman Malachi Tolliver taking over at center, possibly an impact on that play. Second and 10 at the 29. Stockton has good time this time, and he dumps it off to Branch, and he picks up 6. Third down and 4 on the way now here for Georgia. Third down and 4, and they go empty backfield. Four-man rush by Alabama. Stockton stands in and fires over the middle, and it's converted to Dylan Bell, who takes it across midfield. And Georgia keeps the drive alive on a third down and 4. First down at the 46-yard line of Alabama. Here's Frazier, running right side, runs into his own man, and he's still able to find enough space for a first down, and now he is down on the ground. So a first down run for Frazier, but he is going to be out at least the one play. First down, Georgia at the 35. Stockton, quick throw, pass caught, and then a big hit delivered across the 30 on Noah Thomas. And a 5-yard pickup to the 30-yard line. It's a little quick hitch route for a few yards there. Well, just across the 30, second and 5 here for Georgia. Hands off McCray, running right side, finds the hole. McCray barreled down to the 11-yard line. And a first down for Georgia just outside the 10. So Nate Frazier knocked out of the game a couple plays ago. No status on him yet. And Josh McCray takes over, first down at the 11-yard line. McCray again, right up the middle. Ooh, big hit as he gets down near the 7-yard line. Pickup of 3 for McCray. Physical bloodbath football in the SEC. Alabama Crimson Tide, Georgia Bulldogs going at it again. 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line. Frazier is back in. Stockton looking around, fires to Frazier, he's got it, and he spins in for the touchdown. Nate Frazier, who got knocked out momentarily a few plays ago, comes back in, makes the catch, and a little razzle-dazzle across the goal line and in. And now Georgia will go for 2 here to try to make it a 7-point game. The UGA chants alive and well. They are not going to go for 2 here. They're going to kick the extra point to make it a 6-point game. And it's up and through. Second touchdown of the game for Georgia. Another long drive for them. 10 plays down the field. And the Bulldogs take the lead in what has turned into a back-and-forth affair here in Atlanta. He's going to bring it out of the end zone, and that was not a wise decision as he gets brought down shy of the 15 again. So here comes Alabama, trailing by 6 once again. 6:39 to go in the third. Stockton sets his feet, throws to Ryan Williams. Makes just his second catch of the game. Minimal gain there and a 4-yard pickup to start the drive. Ryan Williams, one of the stars of this game, did not get a target in the Iron Bowl against Auburn. And he's got 2 catches for very minimal action in this one. 2nd and 6 at the 16. Simpson swings it out. This is Young with a good open field tackle by Raylan Wilson. The 3rd down and 5 is on the way. Third and 5. Alabama looking to avoid going 3 and out. Empty backfield here for Simpson. And on 3rd down, Simpson fires. Pass is caught for a first down. Jeremy Bernard coming back to get it. And Alabama keeps the drive alive to the 28. First down at the 28-yard line. Play action. Simpson off the back of his foot is able to connect to Danny Lewis for another first down just shy of the 40. Now Alabama looking to put together another good drive here. First down at the 39. Here is Young up the middle. Swarmed by Georgia as he drives for 4 yards to the 43-yard line. Hasn't been a very good rushing attack this year for the Alabama offense, which is a weird thing to say. You can look at Alabama and Georgia. You can say Alabama hasn't run the ball very well, and you can say Georgia hasn't rushed the passer very well. 2 very abnormal things. Here's a direct snap to Young, and that didn't pan out well at all. Elo Medozi is in there on the tackle, and now 3rd down once again for Alabama. Third and 5 from the 44. Pump fake by Simpson. A loft by Simpson. Jump ball knocked away. 4th down for Alabama, and here comes the punt team. So trailing by 6, late stages of the third. Alabama punting it away back to Georgia. Spiraling kick, fair caught at the 19, and that's where Georgia will begin on offense, up by 6, and a chance to add on to their lead. First down. Started off with Frazier, running it off the left side, and he gets swarmed across the 20-yard line. Jeremiah Beeman there on the tackle. LT Overton was there as well, and it's second down. Second down, play action, stalked into the outside, pass is caught by Thomas, takes it to the inside route, and gets a first down inside the 30. Gunnar Stockton has been an excellent game manager so far in this one. Neither team has turned the ball over. We said turnovers might become a factor in who wins this game. Neither team has turned the ball over. The passing attack is looking good from Stockton and the Bulldogs. Play action, Stockton dumps it off underneath quickly to McCray, and he gets brought down after just a couple yards. Second down. 2 minutes and counting in the third quarter, 23-17, Georgia the lead and the football at their own 35-yard line. Stockton stands in on second down, pressure from behind, and he's taken down. LT Overton with the sack, and that's a big play for the Alabama defense. Just came right off the backside. He shed the block from Daniel Calhoun up front, and he hit Stockton on his blind side. Third down and 13 now. And a big play for this Alabama defense in the closing stages of the third. Third and 13 for Stockton. Fires over the middle, and it's broken up. What a play defensively. Xavier Brown jumping in front of Noah Thomas, and it's fourth down. And we've got Mo Bamba. So Georgia now on to punt it away. Good job by the Alabama defense. And Alabama will get the ball back trailing by 6. Ryan Williams can't get much on the return. So here comes Alabama back out, trailing by 6. Final 42 seconds of the third here, starting with an empty backfield for Simpson. And a quarterback draw for Simpson, and he gets brought down in the backfield. Jordan Hall with a good play defensively there for the Bulldogs, brings up second and long. Alabama does come up to the ball. They do not have to snap this, though, before the end of the third, but they do anyway. Simpson on second and 11. Has an open man. It's Ryan Williams trying to escape, but he can't. He gets brought down by Hall to end the third. We've got a 6-point game in the SEC championship game heading to the fourth. Here from Atlanta, Georgia, here's our Discover team stats. Start of the fourth quarter, you could say potentially the difference in this game, as we said coming in, was the running attack for Alabama, just 52 yards on the ground compared to Georgia's 100. Third and 4 for Simpson, and a good catch by Ryan Williams, and a first down to the 49. Finally starting to get involved is Ryan Williams, and a first down near midfield. First down at the 49-yard line. Extra man on the blitz. Simpson to the outside, caught Williams again. Takes it across the 45-yard line. Good pickup on first down of about 8 yards to the sophomore receiver. He took the college football world by storm last year with his breakout game against this Bulldog defense in the regular season matchup they had. And now 2nd and 2 here for Alabama. Here's Young. Oh, big play in the backfield. Hello, Madozi says hello. And it's 3rd down and 4 now, loss of 2. Third and 4 from the 45. 4-man rush, Simpson, quick throw over the middle. Ryan Williams again for a first down. Inside the 35-yard line for Alabama. And the drive stays alive for the Crimson Tide, moving the football. First down at the 33-yard line. Simpson. Pressure off his backside, and he gets brought down before he can really get going. He does get across the line. And now 2nd down and 7 after a pickup of 3. From the 30-yard line, 2nd and 7. Simpson pulls it out. Simpson, first down run to the 23 before he slides down. And another first down for Alabama. Good-looking drive here, trailing by 6. And Young got hammered in the backfield, so a good pull there by Simpson. First down, screen, Isaiah Horton. Powerful to the 15 and a pickup of 7 more yards for Alabama. And Isaiah Horton's had a busy afternoon. As the sun begins to set outside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta. Second down and 3. They hand it off to Washington. Washington out of bounds inside the 5, and it's 1st and goal near the 1. And Alabama is a yard out from tying this game. First and goal from the 1-yard line. Here's Ryan Williams around the edge. Touchdown, Alabama. Ryan Williams, who's had a lot of talk about how he's not as involved this season with Alabama's offense. And he gets a little pop pass from a yard out and ties this game. And now the extra point with a chance to give Alabama the lead. Connor Tultze for the lead. It's good. And Alabama leads by 1, 24-23. Another long drive. 11 plays, 73 yards, 5:43 off the clock. And we've got ourselves a ball game here in the SEC Championship. From inside the 5, Zachariah Branch. Oh, what a play defensively on special teams. And now here comes Stockton and company, trailing by a point. Stockton on first down stands in. Flag flies in as well, and he's going to get sacked back inside the 5-yard line. So now this will get interesting with the penalty. It's on Ernest Green, the right tackle, and they're going to take it back to the 4-yard line, 2nd and 20 after the sack. Dangerous territory here for Georgia. Low snap and a handoff, and that doesn't go a whole lot. Josh McCray lost a yard, and now 3rd down and a mile here for Georgia, backs against the wall. Third down and a mile from his own end zone. They hand it off to McCray, spin move, and McCray breaks away. There he goes. Josh McCray in a foot race, still going as he's inside the 40. And Josh McCray's going to take it 97 yards for the touchdown. a jaw dropper in the SEC championship. What a spin move to get him free. And then it was just a straight foot race. The last guy there, Bray Hubbard, couldn't bring him down. And Josh McCray just flips this game completely upside down. Wow! 8:42 to go in the fourth. A 97-yard touchdown puts Georgia in front. Peyton Woodring undescended away for the Bulldogs. The adrenaline in this building electrifying. The return from the goal line down to the 18. So here comes Alabama back out there. And they trail by 6 once again. They started off with Young. And Young gets drugged down across the line of scrimmage by Gabe Harris. And it's a pickup of 3 with 8.5 to go. Second down and 7, 8 minutes to play. Play action from Simpson, dumps it off to Washington on the far side, and he gets brought down with a minimal pickup there. And now third down on the way here for Alabama as we approach the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Third and 5 for Alabama. 3-man rush by Georgia, gets home right up the gut. Christian Miller. And it's fourth down. Went right up the gut. He had a double team that he beat with Brailsford the center and Cam Dewberry the left guard. And he still gets home for the sack, and now the game is in control of the Bulldogs with the football back, up by 6. Zachariah Branch at midfield makes the fair catch. So fresh off a 97-yard touchdown run, Georgia back out leading by 6. RPO to Delp, in open space. Oscar Delp continuing to fight inside the 40, 12 yards and a first down to the big tight end. And Georgia looking to put this game away potentially. Josh McCray remains in there at running back. He gets the football. McCray fighting his way forward near another first down. 5 carries for 127 yards. When you have a 97-yard touchdown run, that'll inflate your stats. And it's 2nd and 1 after another 9 yards for McCray. Here's Zachariah Branch on the end around, and Branch doesn't get a whole lot, but he gets enough for a first down. And the Georgia faithful in this building can smell the SEC championship. And Alabama's college football playoff hopes potentially hang in the balance here in the final 5 minutes of this game. First down at the 27. Another handoff, this time to the left side, and it gets brought down in the backfield. Second down and 11 now on a loss of a yard, yard and a half. They are in field goal range at the moment. A field goal would make it a 2-score game. Second down and 11. Play clock winding down, and they don't get it off. So that's a big penalty. will back him back outside of the 30-yard line. And it'll be second down and 16 now here for Georgia. Stockton on second and long, stands in the pocket, fires down the middle and incomplete. Looking for Dylan Bell. Good coverage by Keon Sabb, and now third down and long. And you have to think for Georgia, you need at least a little bit of a chunk of yardage to make it an easier field goal try. Third down and 16 here for Georgia. First down would be at the 17-yard line of Alabama. Stockton taking a shot to the end zone. Jump ball. Dylan Bell knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Brown knocks it away defensively. And now fourth down back at the 33. And they're going to send Peyton Woodring out to try to give Georgia a 9-point lead here late in the fourth quarter. Right in the middle of the field, Woodring has been accurate today. Good snap, good hold. Peyton Woodring knocks it through, and it's a 9-point lead for the Bulldogs here in the fourth quarter. 2-score lead for Georgia. (33-24), 9-point game, and Alabama, their season potentially hangs in the balance, and they're going to start at the 20 after a big hit on the return. First down, Alabama. At the 21-yard line, they started off on the ground to Richard Young, who propels himself across the 25-yard line. 5-yard pickup, but the clock becoming a big factor here on the Crimson Tide. In an ideal world for the Crimson Tide, you would score a touchdown before, or a field goal for that matter, before the 2-minute warning. Simpson to the near side, pass is caught, and getting out of bounds is Danny Lewis, the tight end. First down. Clock stops with 3:23 to go here in the fourth. Empty backfield now here for Simpson on first down. Four-man rush by Georgia. Quick throw and inaccurate, incomplete. Second down. Second down at the 33-yard line. Simpson fires outside on the wheel route. Ryan Williams breaks away, and he shows off his speed. Williams knocked out inside the 20-yard line. And a big play, much needed for Alabama. Taking it into the red zone instantly to Ryan Williams. K.J. Bolden was the last line of defense, and he's able to knock Williams out of bounds. And now Alabama in striking distance. We said they need to score before the 2-minute warning, and now they have a real shot at it. First down at the 19. Here's Simpson running the ball, and a good play. Shedding the block and making the tackle is Jordan Hall. And it's second down. 3 minutes and counting. Second and 9 for Alabama. Simpson stands in, pressure off his backside, hit as he throws a wobbler, goes out of the back of the end zone. Isaiah Horton, closest guy there. Justin Williams was applying the pressure for Georgia. Now third down and 9 here for Alabama. Need to get to the 9-yard line to convert. Here on third down. to the end zone. Caught, no, incomplete off the hands of Ryan Williams. And it's 4th down with 2:37. And we missed it, but it looks like Ty Simpson, after that hit he took on the last play, got knocked out of the game. Austin Mack is the one that threw that pass. So that's a big headline. This is a big kick, and he knocks it through to make it a 1-score game. And they did it ahead of the 2-minute warning. But now all eyes turn to the Alabama quarterback, Ty Simpson. Austin Mack came in for that play after he took the big hit. Simpson did from Justin Williams. So with 2:33 to go, something to watch for. From the end zone, he's going to bring it. Zachariah Branch makes a man miss, and a flag flies in as he's brought down shy of the 20. And this might back Georgia up. Not the best penalty day for Georgia. Now they're going to start back inside their own 10, with Alabama needing a stop. They have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Started off on the ground. Josh McCray, who had a 97-yard touchdown run earlier, brought down. Timeout Alabama with 2:25 to go. Second and 6 to the outside quickly. Pass is caught by Branch, and he gets close to the first down. He's just short. Timeout Alabama, and it comes down to 3rd and inches. Third and inches. Potentially the season on the line for Alabama. It's a sneak. He is close. Did he get it? He did. First down, Georgia. And now Alabama cannot stop the clock. A run by McCray brought down near the line of scrimmage, and now Georgia will take it down to the 2-minute timeout. The game in the hand of the Bulldogs. It's been entertaining throughout. A 6-point lead for the Bulldogs at the 2-minute warning. Mathematically, Alabama can get the ball back, but with very little time, a first down ends the game. Opposite side of the 2-minute timeout, they're throwing it. It's caught by Bell, and he gets brought down. He's gang tackled with Deontay Lawson bringing him down, and now 3rd down and 6 on the way. Interesting play call there, because if that for some reason falls to the turf, that stops the clock. Now Alabama's season on the line here on 3rd down and 6. They need a stop. They're going to throw it. Stockton fires to the outside. It's caught, and a first down. Dylan Bell, and Georgia's going to win the SEC championship. And the UGA chants rain down here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Stockton takes the knee, and that'll do it. The Georgia Bulldogs are SEC champions once again as they defeat the Alabama Crimson Tide 33-27. And now the college football playoff has got a decision to make on these Crimson Tide. A 3-loss Alabama team now who beat this same Georgia squad earlier in the year in Athens has their season hanging in the balance to a committee decision. Georgia, SEC champions. Once again, we will see them in the college football playoff after a first-round bye.